DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And they will elect to not bring this. First down, here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him.
Now here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Burrow loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
29 is a trap 60.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. 66 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hatch, 70 Timberwolf. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check smash. Watch twist.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Go, D. Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Watch the curl.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check three. No. Off. Check 4. Check 50. Panther 11. Sponge. No. Street. Safe.
Again, it's Hunt, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Open man is Higgins.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A gain of 12.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one, 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home gate here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Noah Fant, 52 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss at 8. And it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Burrow down around his goal line. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They like to avoid punting from their own end end zone, so they could use something here on third down. Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. Pass caught by Collins. What a catch. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Burrow. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A carry here for Hunt. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Check. He's checking. Crash. Bobcat, check.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Hunt is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker with an extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Hunt. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
He was brought down by Zach Moore. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Ready for this, man. Cougar 19. Playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong back.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
70 Lions. Check 52. 79 Broncos. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Shift. Go check.
They run right side with Hunt. Got some room at the 30. And he's got some space here. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A big play there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10.
6 guys.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch twist. Pick that. Cowboy 80. Check 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
I'm going to show you, man.
It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
On one, ready? 24 is the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 11, 11, 11. 24 is the mic.
Burrow will throw. And his pass incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 12.
24 is the mic. All you get is a head. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. 29 is the mic. Mic 29. Come, baby.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Being chased out left. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he wisely will throw that one away. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Big hole up the middle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And they will take a knee here. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Their former third overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Here we go. 180. Wait up. You got nothing. 11 MT tape.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Got to be wary here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Hey, let's get this.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Burrow going for it on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is the tight end fan. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. First. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be. And he takes.
Tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mike 29. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Back to throw again. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a